right, what is poppin'? What is good, everyone? This is your boy Brumal, and we are back with more Trails in the Sky second chapter. And yeah, it's been I hope it's the very next day. Yep, it's the very next day. I'm excited to continue. Yeah, I'm excited to continue on this game, and I hope you guys are too. But before we get started, everyone, you already know what I'm finna say. If you haven't spent time with God today, whether that's reading your Bible or just praying, I want you to take the time to pause this video, go do that, read a chapter, or go pray for about 5 minutes, and then come on back, because this video will always be here waiting for you. But on this channel, we put God first. Man. I don't think I necessarily have anything I want to share with you guys today. What did I read? I read Acts chapter 9, I believe, today. Oh man, what happened? I'm trying to remember what happened in that one. Give me a second. I think yeah. So there was a centurion. I think that's how you pronounce that. A centurion, one of those Roman like champion elite guys. Or I don't know much about the Roman Empire. But yeah, he was a centurion, and you know, this one was he was a devout follower of God. You know, he gave to the poor, he prayed. He was a righteous man. He was a righteous man. Then one day an angel came to him and told him like to seek out Peter, and to seek out Peter, who was living with a man named Simon, which is funny because I believe Peter's real name was Simon before it got changed to Peter. So it's like Simon's living with Simon. I don't know. I could be wrong on that particular piece of knowledge. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so the centurion, he goes out and he has his people to go seek this guy out. They seek him out, and they're just like, "Yo, we need you to come talk to our guy." He comes in and he starts, like, you know, Peter starts spreading the word to him. But it's just one of those things where it's just like, you know, God can send somebody in your life at any point in time, and he can have them say the thing that is probably most troubling you. I mean, that's not the what you call it. That's not the thing of the story of what I'm trying to say, guys. It's not the point of the story. But my point with it is, I just think how it's so cool that it doesn't matter. Like, you could be struggling with something. God will send you what you need your way. Of course, you know, you gotta pray. You gotta ask for help, all that stuff. And God, he'll send you the help. He'll send you help. I was watching a video earlier today as well. I believe it was Mark the Messenger, and he was talking about how, you know, he hears your prayers. He does hear your prayers. But you just got to be patient enough for him to answer it. That's all that is. So yeah, I don't know. That was just something I just wanted to share that with you guys. Because, you know, that patience can go like 2 weeks, sometimes even years. He was like, Mark the Messenger was talking about how it took him like 4 years for God to answer one of his prayers. But, you know, he was patient and God blessed him. And I thought that was a great testimony. So, yeah, if someone just comes into your life or whatever and is like spreading the word, is like spreading the message to you, I just say this: listen to them, because you never know. I mean, if someone is spreading the word to you, that's a blessing right there, I think. But if you get something out of it too, that's an even more blessing. And I hope it happens to one of you guys one day. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue. We are starting in... Where are we starting at? I'm over here being trash. Okay, yeah. We're about to start chapter 8. That was my 5 minutes. Let's go ahead. Gotta give praises to the Most High, y'all. I'm sorry. I love me some God. Boom, 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 boom. Goddess? What is that thing? It's huge, ridiculously huge. That thing must be more than 5,000 yards across. It's like a giant floating island. No, look closely. The base is artificial. It's more of a floating city than an island. A city? Well, we can't just sit here. Alright guys, listen up. We are getting onto that Flying City Island. What? Seriously? Of course I'm serious. I've never been more serious. If those society fools have brought that thing back, then think. It must be full of incredible treasures enough to pay our debts 10 times over. You've got to be kidding me. We can't just go waltzing into something that huge. Josette, back me up here. Honestly, at this point, I bet there are things on that city I want too. Like, beyond treasure. Oh, Adio, save me. Kyle? Yeah, Kyle does have a point though. Things have been weird all day, so we should probably be careful. I mean, for starters, the radio's been silent for ages. That is true. Guild and army transmissions are one thing. But even the civilian channels are dead, which is... Huh? What? A wave of light? Eh? What happened? Report! Boss, big problem. The generators and flight engines have cut... have been cut out. All of them. What? Wait, that means... we're really in trouble now. The flight field from the engines are dissipating. The Bobcat's not answering her helm at all either. You're kidding! You mean we can't do anything? There's only one thing we can do at this point. What? Pray to Hades that it's not our time to be called to heaven. Well. They're dying. Chapter 8, Land of Chaos, guys. Are y'all ready? I am not doing a one-part chapter again. Gosh. I shouldn't have done that last time. That was killer on me. Okay, that's Zeiss. Other place was Ruan. You're stuck on the lake. Oh, while this is going, I was about to say, never mind. I was going to say, this gives me plenty of time to pull up the guide real quick to see what I have to do when we start. Anyways. So that's what the light show at the towers was about. But you kids pulled off a genuine miracle this time. Let me give you your reward first. Adios knows that you've earned it. Okay, I haven't pulled up the guide, so let me go ahead and pull it up real quick. Normally when I know I'm going to record multiple times, I usually keep my computer in sleep mode, but I turned it off earlier because it had to be updated. Let's see. 5. Nope. Chapter 7. That's the towers. Land of Chaos. Here we go. Because right off the bat, it should tell me. Okay. So we should have 290 out of 380 by the time we finish this. Oh, there it is right there. Never mind. Anyways. Still, what madness have fallen into? I never thought being deprived of ornaments would throw us into so much chaos. No kidding. Sort of makes you realize just how dependent we've become on orbital power. It's true. Communication, transportation, defense production. Every single major function of society is effectively paralyzed at this point. For most people, I think the real worry will be the lights in the kitchen. From the sounds of it, the city was really in a tizzy last night. Yeah, that's being kind about it. People were mobbing the guild house, the orbital workshop, the mayor's mansion, all demanding answers. It was awful. Everyone wanted to know what had happened, and I had no answers to give. Frenzy fools practically kept me up all night. Ugh. I see. Sorry, Lugren. the floating city on top of all of it, on top of all of this, this crap's getting dire. Feels like we're one step away of the friggin' panic. Well, the people of Libero love peace, so I do not personally expect a riot immediately. Should the situation continue for too long, however, people may begin to lose hope. Yes, well, we must do something about this, and quickly. So then, everyone, what's this plan you said Russell has to bring back the dead? Russell has to bring back the dead. Turn water to ambrosia? I don't know how to pronounce that. And save us all? Well, bring back the dead? Well, Professor Russell's come up with a new invention that isn't too far off. This, everyone, is my latest invention, the zero-field generator. Zero-field what now? Put simply, you are aware of the special warp field the Gospels produce, yes? This is a circuit which produces a field to nullify that rat via resonance. It's not qualified as simple under any definition. If I understand correctly then, Professor, this can actually reverse the orbital shutdown phenomenon. Whoa, what? Is that true, Professor? Prevent it more specifically, but just so. Ultimately, the shutdown phenomenon is just orbital energy being absorbed by the Gospels. Where the energy went was a mystery. But having come this far, I think we finally have an answer. To the floating city, to the Oriole. It is the only answer which makes sense. The Oriole uses little holes between dimensions generated by devices which we call Gospels to cause the phenomenon. Gospels are, all things considered, small holes, so the area affected was thankfully minor. With the Oriole made manifest once again, however, that area has grown immensely. Enough to engulf the entirety of Libero and even beyond our borders, I'd imagine. All over Libero? So what's the cause? So what's the causing of all this? Yes, I find it likely that every orbman in the country, without exception, has stopped working. However, the zero-field generator can stop the interference of the Oriole. Which is to say, put it next to an orbment and that orbment will work just fine. Wow. Professor, that's amazing. So, we fire that thing up and everything's cool then? Not quite, I'm afraid. The area this prototype can protect is limited. It can shield at most, and an orbment you can carry in 2 hands. That's small. Huh? The heck? That kind of limits what we can do, doesn't it? Alright, the other problem is I only have so many of them. Even as a favor for Cassius, I could only put 16 of them together. 16? That's actually a lot, if anything. Wait, Dad asked for these? Yes, he requested that I work on these a while back, actually. I scarcely even imagined a crisis on this scale at a time, but it seems he did. I see. Just as I expect from Cassius, always seeing further than any other man. Huh? That being the case, though, pretty clear how we should use these things, I think. Ah, you're a sharp one, Father. I don't quite follow. So in a crisis like this, the thing you need more than anything else is fast, accurate communication. Whether it's about the society throwing bears at people or where goods need to be taken, if you can't communicate, you're up a creek. Meaning, all right, they should be used to restore communication devices all over. They should be used to restore communication devices all over Libero. Is that about the size of it? Bingo! Is that a good idea? For the military, not being able to use our gun or airships is dire. Not having communications between headquarters and our forces is even more serious. However, we should restore communication between Grand Cell Castle, the Hawking Gate, and Langston Forces ASAP. Well, the guild's in the same boat in a way. If the branches can't get in touch, it'll be hard to mount any response to anything that might happen. Sounds as if we're all in agreement then. Well then, Captain Schwarz. I'll provide 10 zero-field generators to the Orbital Army. That should give you enough to cover Arcel. To cover the Arcel, the capital, the gate, Langston, and the regional posts. You have my thanks, Professor. I'll order my men to distribute them immediately. And the remaining 6 go to the Bracer Guild. That should be enough to restore the phone in each guild branch. Oh, we'll get right on it. Alright, we'll see them safely there. Ah, what? You can get the phone working? Ah, that would be a great help. Please, set up that zero whatever it was right away. No problem. Tita, would you do the honors? Sure, give me a sec. Tita opened the lid to the phone and put the device inside. Okay. Done. It's all set to go. That was, kind of faster than I thought it'd be. All you really need to do is just put it in the right spot inside the phone. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Alright, Tita flipped the switch on the phone. Hey! Ah! You did it! Nice. Well, looks like it really does let the orbital devices work. So next I just need to test see if the phones will actually connect. I'll try calling Grandpa. He's on the Arcel, which should have a working phone. Tita dialed a phone number. Hello? Ah, Grandpa. Yeah, it's me. I'm at the guild house in Bose right now. Yeah, it's okay. It works great. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, I will. You do your best too, Grandpa. Well, I think it's connecting okay. Huh, no kidding. Professor Russell saved us again, it seems. I have to drown Russell in beer and steak the next time I see him. And speaking of thanks, Russell seems to be aboard the Arcel still, but where did the princess and the churchman get off to? Oh, they both headed back to Grand Cell at dawn with Captain Schwarz. Chloe said that she wanted to talk to the Queen, and Kevin said something about an archbishop, I think? I see. I imagine the royal family and the church have their own crisis to deal with right now. But the good news is that they agreed to deliver the zero-field generator to the Capital Guild House for us. I would expect to get a call from Lionen at some point. Excellent. Coordinating with him will help. You lot are off to the remaining guild houses, I take it. Yep, that's the plan. Alright. What I really like to deal with is the floating city, but I don't know if you guys heard that, but I'm still doing laundry. My timer went off, but I'm gonna finish talking, and then I'll go ahead and switch my laundry out. All right. It seems like our society friends are already there too. Yeah, we can't even lay a finger on them with our airships grounded. Real heroic spot to be in, huh? There's little point in flogging ourselves over it. Right now, we must focus on what we can do. Yeah. Yes, let's get to it. Alright, so we're at this part. I'll figure out who I'm gonna bring with me. Or it'll probably be Shara and Agate, to be honest with you. But we'll see. I will be back. Okay, so this is the team I'm going with. There are some rules that we need to do before we get started, but hold on. Okay, obviously airship travel is right out for this. So we'll be walking. Where should we go first, Roland or Ruan? Neither choice is better than any other, really. All the guild houses need working phones, so all we can do is pick a direction and go. Good point. I think Joshua does have a point. I suspect there will be, yeah, I suspect that there will be people who need our help no matter where we go. So, we should at least get to it. Alright. We must help though, yeah, we must help those in need after all. Yeah, okay then. During the shutdown phenomena, only characters equipped with the zero field generator can use orbital arts. Equip a generator in the accessory slot to use it. Furthermore, as Tita uses an orbital cannon, she cannot act in any other way than movement or her gunpowered cannon impulse S-craft without a generator. So yeah, as you guys read right there, we have no ability to use arts unless we put a generator on. Now, we only have 4 of these, but here is the twist of it. This is the twist of it, guys. Equipping a zero field generator means that, okay, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant to say. Every time why do I have 2 on there? I'm an idiot. So, what's the best way to say this? Once we go to another bracer guild, we lose a generator. So there are 5 towns, which we've already gave one in Bose, and the other 4 towns, as soon as we go into the guild, we lose a generator automatically. So, since Estelle and Shara are my 2 magic users for now, we can risk doing 2 places. But after that, we won't be able to use arts anymore. And you guys know that the Sky games, the Trails in the Sky games, are really heavy on magic. Or arts, I should say. So I don't really know how I want to tackle this. I don't know if I want to go to each town, talk to all the NPCs first, and then do it, or just do each town, go to each town, talk to the NPCs, and kill the bosses as I go around, and then make another roundabout where we finish up all the side quests. I'll have to figure that out. I do not know. I really do not know how to, yeah, I don't know how to tackle this, to be honest with you. I really don't. But I think we'll be able to figure out. I'm looking at all the side quests for the most part, and it doesn't seem that I'll be switching out Zin and Shara. Yeah, it doesn't seem that I'll be switching out Zin and Shara anytime soon. So we can keep them roughly the same. I am seeing some characters in here, some other characters in here, but we'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. So yeah. I'm going to take some time to mess with the orbment a little bit to make sure that we're all set to go, and I will see you guys in a bit again. All right, guys, so let's get to talking to everybody. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Before talking to everybody, I actually think we should hunt down. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so we're going to talk to everybody here first. So let's see where we're up against. Mayor Mabel has been running herself ragged trying to address every little thing with the town. Yet she still somehow manages to keep popping her head back here between meetings to make sure everything is running smoothly. I tell her time and time again not to worry about the restaurant, but she won't hear any word of it, of course. She's so much like her father in that respect, always pushing herself to too hard for her own good. All the commotion was terrifying. If not for Mayor Mabel, we would have had riots on our hands. It's times like these when people need to be at their best and work together, not behave like that. I hope to never see such shameful behavior ever again. What was the shameful behavior? We were in the restaurant when the riots erupted in the city. Oh, right, the riots. Okay. Never mind. I stand corrected. Anyways. A lot of people were gathered in front of the guild, and they spent all night yelling at each other. The restaurant was pitch black too, so I couldn't tell what was going on at all. You wouldn't believe how scared I was. Oh, I can bet. There's not that many people in this restaurant now. Oh, hello. Seems like the world's in a rough spot, but my business is going quite well. While the major supplies are having trouble distributing, I'll be taking the opportunity to expand my markets. Working without orbital cooking tools is no big deal. You aren't a real chef if you need some fancy equipment to whip up a decent meal. I can agree to that. I was in the wine cellar when the ordnance all stopped. Thanks to that, I ended up having to find my way out by hand in total darkness. I was covered from head to toe in dust by the time I got out. What an awful timing. The orbital stoves are not working. The head chef's waving it off like it's no big deal, but to me, it's a huge deal. I gotta learn how to work on the old-fashioned stove and fast. Oh, she's never used a stove before. I thought it was just my ordnance that were broken. Alright. One look around the city, however, and it was plain to see the problem extended far beyond myself. Whatever shall we do? There isn't a lot of people in the... what's it called? Our owner's acting like the riot's something other people did, but he's one of the people who barged into the mayor's residence too. He's sort of excluding himself from a little mess and trying to put on airs, but certainly it's hard on us not being able to use ordnance, but that doesn't make it okay to riot. I'm embarrassed as a fellow Bose citizen. Well, it's good that he realizes that, at the very least. Oh, hey there. You're braces, aren't you? Yeah. I've seen you on the Cecilia a few times. Sorry for our ship being out of commission. Doesn't look like we can leave the port, so I'm just getting some grub. I mean, when you can't do anything, you might as well, right? Do what you can. Alright. My orbital camera stopped working. In here, I took some cool shots of the Hawking Gate, too. Man, this sucks. I hope I can get them printed soon. I really want to see them. Came to Bose to see Hawking Gate, but I didn't expect this to happen at my destination. Anyways, I hope things get back to normal soon. Me too, buddy. Me too. But it's a crisis like this where people should be praying. You know, one, praying for thanks, that, you know, nobody was hurt and all that. Because, you know, the situation could always be worse. And two, there is no two. You should just be praying for thanks anyways. Doesn't matter. And I mean to God, not Adios. She's a false god. She's a demon! Anyway. Not in the game, but you guys get the idea. There's only one God, and that's the God of the Bible. Anyways, welcome to the hotel. Orbital devices may not be functioning, but our hotel is still open for business. I'm sure there will be some inconveniences, but please enjoy your time here. But yeah, it is kind of crazy though, like when you don't have power and it's just like you realize like crap, like what do I do now? I've been one of those people. I don't necessarily think I'm one of those people now. Sure, will I get bored? Yeah, but you know, I'll just use that time to either read my Bible, or if I have some battery left on my phone, I'll read a book after I get done reading the Bible. So yeah, that's most likely what I would do. It's most likely what I would do. I don't have any backup generators or anything like that. But yeah, for now, no matter how much time I spend, I don't know why I'm using. Okay, yeah, how much time I spend? This is going nowhere. You can't clean without a vacuum cleaner. It'd be like trying to make an omelet without a frying pan. Still clean. You better go old school. Bring out the dust and sweeper. You can't do that on carpet. Watch me. Watch me. Oh, brace her, friends. At the moment, we and Bose are facing a terrible danger. Please, give any aid that you can to Mayor Maybell and our city. That riot last night was terrifying. So many people storming into the mansion. They all looked and sounded so furious, as though they were going to tear the place down. But Mayor Maybell is truly amazing, calming the mob as she did. Should I make it harder on myself and go to each town and just give up a normal thing? I don't know. Well, thank you for the other day. Miss Maybelle is currently busy as humanly possible. Please, if you can aid her in some way, I would ask that you do so. Here. Hello again, Estelle. And, oh, hello, Joshua. Hi, Mayor Maybelle. Huh, it's been a while. It is indeed. You two look busy again. No kidding. I heard it's been really hard on you too, though. Luger was telling us about it. I was a little worried when I heard some citizens broke in. Yes. I had to spend the better part of my evening talking them down. And even then, I only barely got them to return home. I didn't really do anything to actually assuage their fears. I couldn't even. He's like, yeah, look, I couldn't. Even I'm half scared out of my wits. If this keeps up, I'm afraid there will be another uprising. And a much more violent one. It could happen. Yeah, it could happen, yes. So long as the real problem remains unresolved, people will be on the edge. They're looking for someone to blame. Right now, though, we just need to do what we can. Staring at the floor and fretting won't solve anything. Yes, exactly. No matter what may come, we will do our duty as bracers. I feel pretty much the same way about being mayor. No matter how dark and hopeless the situation may seem, a mayor must remain with her city and protect it. Of course, I believe you will resolve things in the end, mind. Well, no pressure there. Alright, we'll take those words of encouragement. Alrighty. Words from Mayor Mead. The audio's gonna dip for a sec. Alright, there we go. I had to move OBS over. Once again, guys, I am using one screen, not two. So, yeah. Oh, what's going on here? Huh? What's going on? Why are all these people looking up at? I see. So it's that. Huh? That's actually really cool. That's really cool. The floating city? It's so huge. It's overwhelming, seeing it from down here. I can rather empathize with the panic of the citizens. Our abilities as bracers are about to be tested as never before. What we can actually do might be limited, but let's do everything that we can. Yeah, let's hurry. I mean, what is that? And why have all the ornaments stopped working? Oh, what's going on? I don't understand. This is kind of crazy. What should I do? The huge thing in the sky is so scary. Was the dragon just the start of things? Alright, from here you can clearly see that the island floating floating in the sky. The moment it appeared, the lights all across the city went out. And just as we were recovering from the dragon's assault too. But what happened to our bows, I wonder? A lot of jank. That's what's gonna happen. Alright. I've come for the first time in a while to offer prayers to the goddess. Somehow my feet just didn't lead me to the market. I can't find it in me to enjoy shopping at a time like this. Well, that thing put the fear in God of you, huh? Now that you think the worst may come, you going to God. I mean, coming to God, you'd rather do it sooner than later, I suppose. But yeah. To think simply having ornaments fail could cause this much chaos. As we who possess faith in the goddess, we should be ashamed. To rely on something like ornaments so heavily is a sign of great weakness. Faith in the goddess should be more than enough. I hope that people take this as a epiphany of sorts and come to their senses. Hey, I mean, remove Adios from this and replace her with God, then yeah, she'd be, she'd be on point. She'd be on point with what she's saying. I mean, as Christians anyways, or just believers of God, you should already be relying on God for everything. Like, what does it go back to Proverbs 3:5? Lean not on thine own understanding. I'm sorry. I got the reverse. I'm sorry. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on thy own understanding. King James version of Proverbs 3:5. So yeah, always be leaning on God, y'all. Always, no matter what. You got to rely on him, not your own. Not you yourself, but God. That's who you need to rely on. No, indeed. It was quite a terrible time last night. The troubled citizens burst into the guild and the mayor's house alike. They spent the entire night making a fuss. Mayor Mayabel's powers of persuasion thankfully averted further turmoil, but I've come to realize anew the immense effect orbments have on our lives. Which orbments can be related to technology as well. For us, at the very least.
Yeah, we know that, Brumal.
Alright, I was just making sure, because some of y'all be acting stupid. I'm kidding. Alright. All distribution throughout the kingdom's gone kaput, it seems. I have enough stock for the moment, but if I can't restock, then sooner or later shortages will come. This is quite grave. Grave indeed. Dormant's not working. We won't be able to defend the kingdom. I can't help but feel anxious. Hopefully the Empire keeps the non-aggression pact, but it seems like the ordnance have stopped working over town. The register at our store stopped working too. Dad's off at the factory to get it repaired. Alright. No one really knows why the doors of the fountain have suddenly stopped working. It sounds like. What the heck is going on in this city? The market's really lost all of its energy. I guess everyone is really worried about the future. Dang it. I really wish I could help people at times like these especially, but... Hey, welcome. Minutes well, but the whole market is a bit down in the dumps. After all, just as everyone recovered, now distribution totally frozen. It's not surprising they'd get depressed. I don't care if distribution stopped or whatnot. I'll be opening the shopping like always. It's times like these that you gotta give people some courage. If it comes down to this, then maybe I should sell the new issue I've been keeping safe. Oh, you have a new issue? Of course. Oh, on the Gamble Jack, Volume 6? Okay. The lady who runs the confectionery shop doesn't seem to have her normal energy. Well, given the situation we're in, I think that's true to everyone, but still. What's that dang fiance of hers doing? It's the job of the spouse to support the other at a time like this, ain't it? Jeez. Maybe I should go lecture him while I'm done. While I do my shopping. I think you just need to leave it alone, dude. It's not your place to get in the middle of whatever's going on. I don't even think there is anything going on. But whatever. Making Castilla takes fresh eggs and milk. And you can't skimp if you want the best. If I continue to be unable to get stock in it, I won't be able to keep the stand running. What am I supposed to do? You'll figure it out. Orbits are all stopped. Man, talk about one to send into the dumps. All the lights at my house are out, and my daughter's crying her eyes out. After all, orbits are an unexpected part of her life. Or an expected part of her life. It was a shock when I realized we couldn't use them. Thanks to the trouble recently, my stock's not come in. My store's opening has been heavily delayed as a result. Of course, this isn't the time for excuses like those. Oh, Unbelievable. It's not just the scheduled liners, but the freight trucks and ships have stopped. All distributions totally paralyzed. At this rate, we're gonna hit shortages real fast. My product's life is its freshness. It's a serious problem. Alright. What should I do? No goods coming in. Honestly, I probably ought to be considering raising the prices here, but once before we took advantage of the situation to raise prices and ended up causing a lot of trouble for everyone. I can't raise my prices so easily these days. I need to talk to Buck and figure out a good plan. With the ordnance stopped, lights and heating are all unusable. Ooh, heat too? Dang. They're legit going back to the caveman stage, y'all. You gotta do everything manually. And then once I'm done shopping for food stuff, I just need to go out and look for sundries. But with the scheduled flights and transport stop, things are really serious. Anyways, I better go shopping and stock up on while the stores still have stock. Y'all remember when people were stocking up on toilet paper when the Resident Evil T virus was wreaking havoc on everybody? There was no toilet paper in the store. I didn't realize that the lights had stopped working until nightfall. I was panicking, looking for a lamp, but it was hard to find. And Ilk was bawling her eyes out because she was so afraid of the dark. I hope things return to normal soon. It was dark and scary last night. In the stove or nothing wouldn't turn on, so it was really cold too. Why aren't the Orbeez working? Aw. Feel bad for that little girl. She said, why aren't the Orbeez? Breaks my heart. Customers have been pouring in since early this morning. Dealing with them is really Corn's job. My only job is to keep at my work. Even with Orbeez not functioning, I still have a mountain of things to do. I love how all these NPCs are for a spot that just happened here. Alright. Those two at the counter have been completely unreasonable. I feel really bad for the store owner. Talk about bad needy. Alright. Can't repair it? What's that supposed to mean? This is just some kind of trick to sell me something new, isn't it? Enough talking. Hurry up and fix it. Oh, that's Kuwano. I have fishing to get to. Stop yammering and do something. Oh, welcome. I'm sorry that you've come all this way, but we're currently not taking any business. None of our equipment is working, you see. Oh, right. Well, what kind of problem is it? Alright. If you can't manufacture quartz or upgrade our slots, we're kind of in trouble. Yes. It would be something of a waste of our generators. True, but I wonder. Given the nature of our toys, I think the solution might be right in front of us. Really? We can use the factory. How? Well, can't we? The ZFGs can restore operations to any orbital devices after all. Right, of course. ZFG? What are you talking about? Let me explain. Joshua explained everything he needed to know. That's absolutely incredible. Please, by all means. I'd love it if it worked. Let's give it a shot then. Give me just a moment. Did we just give up one of our... Oh, the equipment's working. Awesome. That worked well for the moment. Unless we leave the ZFG here, though, it won't fix the problem permanently. And given our mission, well, we better hurry then. So, if you want to modify your ordnance, now's your chance. Well, whenever you use that at the workshop, just bring the device to tag along. You'll be able to use our services. Alright, cool. So all we have to do is just make sure we have at least one on us, and we can do that. Okay. Oh, Simon? Alright. You need something for the workshop, too. Yeah, Mirano told me to stop by. Yeah, Dad asked me to come, too. Guess everyone's kind of losing it, huh? Alright. It's not just the orbments in town, the scheduled flights are down too. And just as we made a deal with the Imperial too. Idios seems to enjoy terrible timing. Alright, every orbment in a city seems to have stopped working at all at once. And nobody has any idea either. Though I can hardly condone it, I can understand why some people would be driven to riot. Alrighty then. With all the strangeness in the city and all the trouble in the flight, I declare it's enough to unsettle anyone. We'll need to be careful, or things might get really bad. To be completely incapable of using orbments is just the problem. Orbital technology can honestly be called the lifeblood of the country. If it ceased to work, then that affects us on every imaginable level. I fear hard times await us. All the orbments in our home have stopped working. I sent my son down to the factory, but I'm afraid this might not be that sort of problem that they can fix. Alright, and last up is the old lady. The orbments aren't working over at Triano's next door either, apparently. Seems like the problem is affecting the entire town. I thought it was just us and had Kawano go down to the Orbital Workshop. Okay, so that's it for this particular area, but there's other areas. We can either go to the Hawking Gate and talk, we can go to Ravenue Village, and we can also go to Veralia Lake. So yeah, let me see where our next stop is. Alright, so now we're in there was somebody there. Now we're in Ravenue Village. Oh, it's Sting. Ah, you all. Still the same as always, Sting. Just who am I? Actually, sorry to ask this out of the blue, but mind taking a look at this? Huh? Sting pulled out a gemstone out of his pocket. It glowed black. Looks like a quartz of some kind. I couldn't use it in my orbment, though. Joshua, isn't this... Yeah. It's likely an ancient Sumerian quartz. Really? Oh, well, ugh. I heard talk about them, but I never expected to see one. I thought these were supposed to work with the new orbments we have, though. I think so, but first, a question. Sting, where exactly did you find that? About that? Yeah, it was around the Ambro Tower. I fought this bizarre monster. It was like a living fossil, or... Anyways, it was strange, to put it that way. I picked it up after I defeated it. You don't think it could be... Yeah, it may be a result of the Shadow Towers manifesting. The Shadow Towers? Right. What you encountered during the invasion. Anyways, I only ever found the one. Haven't seen another since. Whatever it was much, much stronger than your average monster. Wouldn't hurt to watch out for more of them. Yeah, no kidding. Thanks for letting us know. By the way, not to pry, but your orbits see them work. Mind filling me in on what's going on? Right, sure. Alright, let's take it from the top. Phil and Joshua showed Sting the zero field generator and explained everything. Ah, so that's what's going on. Here then. We got a time gem.
What?
Sting, are you sure? Yeah, my orbit's about as useful as a rock right now, so a quartz is pointless for me. But all of you are on a pretty important mission. What needs to happen seems obvious to me. Wow. A very cool and distant way of saying that you want to help us, Sting. Yeah, well, you don't need to thank me. You just concentrate on accomplishing your mission. Oh. We will. See you, Sting. I'm actually glad that I came out here. I don't think the game told me to come out here, though, did it? Let me see. Or not the game, but the, I don't think... Quest board. Yeah, it definitely didn't. Yeah, it definitely didn't tell me to come out here, y'all. Oh man, that's really funny. It definitely did not tell me to come out here and talk to him, but we got a time quartz. Let's see what that does. Let's see. Oh, that wasn't time? Okay, here we go. Time gem. Minus 14, minus defense. Wait, what? Elemental value? Oh, it's a cast 3. But it takes everything down. Oh, wait, hold on. What's my ATS already? ATS is 644. If I was to equip that, where does that take me? $644. Wow, it takes me almost down to 100. There's no reason to put this on it then. Yeah, there's no reason for you to even to equip this. That is so bad. But yeah. Oh, welcome. For the moment, I'm still in business somehow. Seems that the ordnance have stopped working in Bose. With the freight caravan not running, I'm gonna run out of stuff to sell. What should I do? I kind of want to do all of Bose's stuff today, but we'll see. Welcome. So I guess the ornaments have stopped even in revenue, huh? I didn't notice since I don't leave the shop much. Lima wouldn't let me hear the end of my obliviousness when she came in earlier. It's not. Saplings are planted, and we can finally rest. I thought we could rest, but then the latest craziness happened. I wonder how Lore's family is doing. They run a store in Bose. If I recall rightly, it's a hardware store he runs with his wife. The ornament's out. With the ornaments out, the Air Force and the pride of the Liberian Army is now one big joke. I don't want to be too loud about it, but I'm really worried about what the Erebonians might do. Yeah? Because if the Erebonians find out, they could just run through. No remorse. Oh, hello, racers. Did you come by to keep an eye out on things here? The village is quiet for now, but who knows what might happen. I know you're busy, but do stop by and check on us every now and again, alright? Yeah, no problem. I have no problem doing that. Check out the mayor. Hello there, everyone. Oh, hi, Mayor, or hi, Elder Risen. Oh, it's good to see you. Well, sir. How's Revenue doing? Well, we're fine for the moment. We weren't very Orbital dependent in the first place. For once, that seems to have been to our benefit. I'll say. Yeah, the cities are in rougher shape than here. That's for sure. As much as they make a life more convenient, they also create more points of failure. Ordnance can't be the solution to everything. Even a lit fireplace can burn a house down. Any technology can have dangers you never realized when it was first conceived. We'll be just fine. Don't you fret. Where's the missus? She's probably out and about. I wonder, can we go in? Oh yeah, we can go in Agate's house now. Get to see little sister. Anybody at the graves? Yep. I was just offering my prayers to those that ADO side. That they might watch over our little village of Ravenue. There's been so much strangeness in the world lately. Yes, there has indeed. What would you guys do if this happened in our world? Just as I thought, the problem with the orchard was settled, and now the ornaments have stopped working. The bad times just won't end. Will we ever know peace again? No, that is a definite negative. So the ornaments have stopped, have they? I've always said we should never rely on them too much. It's not bad for their power for some things, but these days we're completely enthralled by them. Right? Even if the ornaments don't work, we can totally take care of the saplings. We gotta, so we can, yeah, so they can give us fruit even quicker. I'm just so motivated for once. I just worried on how long it will last. Not very long, most likely. And just as I was being all satisfied that we planted the saplings, our ornaments conk out. I'm just glad this happened after we were done with the tractor. Alright, it has stopped dead in the middle of the field. Yeah, Gray would never ever let me hear the end of it. Oh, Mr. and Miss Bracer, hi. Hiya, Louie. Huh, I haven't seen you in a while. Have you been doing alright? Uh-huh, I'm okay. We're all just happy to help out the orchards. Or we're all just helping out in the orchards. Dad and everybody are having trouble because the stuff isn't working, so I'm helping. Well, you're a very hard worker, Louie. It's going to be a lot of work, but keep at it and help everyone when they need it, alright? Yeah, I will. Alrighty, and that's it for Revenue Village. That is it for Revenue. Alrighty, so we found the we found our first monster, so let's go ahead and exterminate it.
You ready? Right.
Oh, you all got hit with it. Alrighty, this fight was fairly easy.
We're good to go.
Yeah, we are. Oh, decent experience for those two. Got me eyeball. Ooh, Lucky Fang too. Oh, we got a mute too. Alright, here's the next monster. These guys should be easy enough. Maybe. With a death scream, because that's what we like to see out here, y'all. Matter of fact, y'all seen these moves plenty of times. I'll just fast forward them through. Got rid of most of them. I wasn't expecting Shara to get curved like she did. Dang, Shara. Wow. Okay, we got a strike 2 out of that. All right, y'all. So we found a boss above the tower where what was his name? Sting said he found one, so let's go ahead and give this a try. Oh, there's multiple of these little buggers. Alright then. See how well they do. I'm more concerned about the big ones than I am. They do. Alrighty. Get some good damage. And delayed as much as we possibly can. Seems to be working. Thunder God Kick does a lot of damage. Got him. I don't think we got hit once.
They messed with the wrong guy.
I don't think we got hit once. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Got me eyeballs. We have a shield orb. That is an accessory. I think that's just a regular equipment, but let's see. Yeah, I think that was equipment. What? Yep, here he goes. Equipment. Ooh. Defense plus 50, plus 5. Mythical jewel that raises mobility and defense. That's what's up. So we can look forward to fighting monsters on the top of these towers. Unfortunately, this wasn't the monster that I was looking for. All right, so we made it to the Varal Lake, and I'll talk to Sting a little bit later. This. Oh, okay. Operator Echo. Oh, bracers. Oh, hi. Wait. What's a member of the Royal Guard doing here? We rode out to the inn to pick up supplies. Oh, okay. Oh, right. The Arcel is stuck in the middle of the lake, isn't it? Even Professor Russell is struggling with this, I guess. This is the professor that we're talking about. I bet he'll pull through. Well, we certainly hope he does. Regardless, I have a mission, so... Oh, right. Sorry. Give our best to Captain Schwartz. Cool. Oh, the airship that landed in the lake is the Royal flagship. The Royal Guardsmen on board come by to stock up here every so often. Apparently, they had a splashdown once everything went crazy. I'm amazed that they made it through okay. Anything we can buy off you, dude? Can't believe I haven't bought this stuff from him already. Lloyd. I came prepared, psyched up, certain that this time I would fish up the Guardian. What in the world is that island-like floating thing above the lake? Even the trouts and salmon aren't biting at all. I bet that thing above the lake is affecting the fish somehow. Can we even see the thing? No. It'd be cool if they would have updated the map so we could see it. But they didn't. Oh, hey. Oh, hi, Lux. Out shopping? Well, you guys sure hear things awful quick. Yeah, unfortunately. Got dragged out here without any choice. I get it. I was in the middle of some work, but got drafted to come help out here. Normally, this would be Leon's job, but he managed to get out of it. Clever SOB. Well, I'm just easy to play, I guess. That sucks. I've been there. Alrighty. Now, there is a way for us to get Sepith really quickly if we need it. However, I think it involves us getting certain fish. Let me see. The type of special. Get the special order next head to the lakeshore for a bit of fishing. If you use the heavy trident rod, which I don't think I have. Do I have that and use salmon? Do I have heavy trident rod? Alright guys, so this is the last thing that I need to do. I tried getting that fish. I found out that I can't get it from that lake while the lake lord is there, so we have to find that salmon somewhere else so I can fish it out later. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk to these NPCs. Oh, these are nobody. Orbits are still working again or stuck. All we can do is our best alert possible. Shoot, I haven't been here in forever, to be honest with y'all. I don't think there's anything we need out here. Yeah, these are just no names. I thought... Well, no, you thought Morgan would be here at the very least. I don't remember where Morgan was at. Oh, here's Morgan. Ah, everyone. Normally I congratulate you on your work at the towers. You'll forgive me if I'm not feeling up to flattery in the current situation, however. I know it's not your fault, but congratulations will have to wait. Well, cut us some slack, General. Is it true that the situation has gotten rather dire? To say the least. Thanks to the generator Professor Russell provided, we've regained communications at least. But now it's become clear that the orbital shutdown phenomenon really is affecting the entire kingdom from here to Lie-Oh-Nin. I suspect that you saw on your way in. Our defenses here is badly compromised. The best I can do here as a leader of the military is show no weakness to the men. I hope that you will continue to be the kingdom's hands bracers. You bet, sir. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations. Alrighty, so there's that. Is there anybody in jail down here? I don't think so. Yeah. So that seems to be about it. Let's see if there's anybody in here. Marco. Alright. With airships grounded, I'm returning to Ereboni on foot. I never dreamed I'd run into a situation like this. As an Erebonian, I wish for glory for the fatherland, of course. But I believe that's best accomplished while peace, or through peace, not force of arms. Making Ereboni and Libero fear one another serves no purpose. I don't think I've ever bought anything from here. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Hey, welcome to my little border bar. The base is on alert, as you can see, but hey, have a drink. Booze is the best friend that you can have in times of crisis, I say. There's nothing to worry about, though. Fights don't start easily. Hockengate is always a little busy and noisy, but this is something else. The soldiers' expressions seem a lot more serious than normal. I hope nothing bad is going to happen. Anybody up here? No. And I believe that is it for this region, guys. When we come back, when we come back for the next episode, or next part, or whatever you want to call it, we will be making our way towards Wereian. So yeah. It's gonna get, things are gonna get a little bit crazy. I still have to try to figure out, like, all these side quests and all that jazz. I did turn in the monster quests that we took on. Let me see if I can find it. Bracer notebook. Yeah. And we got the perfect amount of BP, or not the BP, but we got all the BP that we needed to advance and all that. So yeah, we're on the right track. We're on the right track. I just need to focus on not going into bracer guilds and trying to find out where these quests are, because I know when we get to Wereian, we're going to have to give up one of our generators, not to the guild, but for a side quest, a hidden side quest. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.